皆さんおはようございます。Thank you for joining me. This is the article of the day for October 14th, 2025. 2025年10月14日の今日の記事でございます。So for our title today, we have 大阪・関西万博が13日に終わった。So 大阪・関西万博. This is the Osaka Kansai Expo.So Expo Osaka Kansai. So Kansai is just the region that Osaka is in. So the expo is called the Osaka Kansai Expo. が13日に終わった. So 13日 on the 13th に終わった. So 終わる in the past tense goes to 終わった. So the Osaka Kansai Expo ended on the 13th.Not a very exciting title, but that's what it is. Alright, so here's our vocabulary from the article. We have Kansai, which is the Kansai region of Japan. It's the region that includes Osaka, Kyoto, Kobe. So Kansai. And we have Banpaku is the World Expo. Owaru is to end. Chiiki is a region. 参加する is to participate. 会場 is venue or grounds. シンボル is a symbol. 大屋根リング is the grand ring. This is a structure we'll talk about later, specifically built for the World Expo. And we have つなぐ is to connect or join. 輪 is a ring. 作る is to create or to make. 花火 is fireworks. ドローン is a drone. 飛ぶ is to fly. 交流 is interchange or exchange. 技術 is technology, art, or technique. 役に立つ is to be useful, to aid. And then 願う is to desire. So this 願う is the word that we use in お願いします. So to desire something.
大阪・関西万博が昨日終わりました。この万博には158の国や地域が参加しました。4月から昨日までに2500万人以上が会場に来ました。昨日は会場で働いている人が万博のシンボルの大屋根リングの上で手をつなぎました。1500人以上の人で長さ2キロの大きい輪を作りました。夜は花火が上がったり、たくさんのドローンが飛んだりして、みんなが最後の日を楽しみました。万博に集まった人たちの交流や新しい技術が世界の問題をなくすために役に立ってほしいと多くの人が願っています。
Okay, let's get right into our article.
大阪・関西万博が昨日終わりました。
大阪・関西万博が昨日13日終わりました。So the Osaka Kansai Expo ended 終わりました。終わる the past tense yesterday or on the 13th 13日 or 昨日。
この万博には158の国や地域が参加しました。
この万博には in this expo or at this expo 158の国や地域が参加しました。So 158, 158国や地域 countries or regions and then this countries, regions, things like that. Countries, regions, places. And then が参加しました So 参加する is to participate. So 158 countries and regions participated in this expo.
4月から昨日までに2500万人以上が会場に来ました。
4月から昨日まで、or 4月から10月13日までに。So from April, 4月から10月 to October 13th, 10月13日までに。From the time of April until October 13th, 2500万人以上が会場に来ました。So here we've got 2500万人以上。So man is 10,000, and then we have 2,500 10,000s. So this is our 10,000, this is our 100,000. So 100万 is millions. So 25 million. 2500万人. We have the counter for people. 万人以上. So 以上 is or more. So over 25 million people が会場 the venue or the grounds, that location に来ました. So from April to October 13th to I keep messing up these numbers. Over 25 million people came to the venue there.
昨日は会場で働いている人が万博のシンボルの大屋根リングの上で手をつなぎました。
Okay, 昨日は or 13日は on the 13th or yesterday 会場で働いている人 So 会場で at the venue 働いている人 So 働く in the ている form is modifying our noun 人 So all of this together 会場で働いている人 turns into people who worked at the venue が万博のシンボル So a symbol of the expo の which is the 大屋根リング 大屋根リング I believe in English they called it the grand ring but in Japanese 大屋根リング So 屋根 is like a roof So a large roof ring is what they call it in Japanese, but in English it's called the grand ring. の上で So on top of that grand ring, which is a symbol of the expo, 手をつなぎました So 手 is your hands, and then 手をつなぐ is to join hands or to hold hands. So yesterday, or the 13th, people who worked at the venue joined hands or held hands on top of the grand ring, which is a symbol of the expo.
1500人以上の人で長さ2キロの大きい輪を作りました。
Okay, 1500人以上の人 So people of more than 1500 So 1500人以上の人で長さ2キロ kilometer. So 長さ is length. 2 kilometer is 2 kilometers. So a length of 2 kilometers. の大きい輪 So a 輪 is a ring. And 大きい being large. So 大きい輪 a large ring. を作りました So using over 1,500 people, they created or made a large ring that has a length of 2 kilometers. 長さ2キロメートルの大きい輪を作りました。
夜は花火が上がったり、たくさんのドローンが飛んだりして、みんなが最後の日を楽しみました。
Okay, so here we have a たりする which means we have a list of things that happened, but it's not limited to these things. So there's these two things in addition to other things. So 夜は at night 花火が上がったり So 花火 is fireworks and then 上がる to go up. So they had fireworks shooting off. 花火が上がったりたくさんのドローンが飛んだり So ドローン is drones and then たくさんの so mini drones たくさんのドローンが飛んだりwere flying and then we have たりたりする So that's just taking suru, putting it into the te form for shite. So in the evening, fireworks were shot off and mini drones were flying around in addition to other things. And then that te form says we're not done with the sentence, so we're continuing. みんなが最後の日を楽しみました。So みんなが everyone 最後の日を楽しみました。So the last day 最後の日を楽しみました。So 楽しむ is to enjoy. Sorry, it looks like we had a little bit of an emergency warning up here of something that happened in Japan. But, okay. Anyways, so 最後の日を楽しみました。They enjoyed their last day at the expo.
万博に集まった人たちの交流や新しい技術が世界の問題をなくすために役に立ってほしいと多くの人が願っています。
Okay, so 万博に集まった人たち。So 万博 the expo に集まった。This is 集まる to gather. So gathered in at the expo 万博に集まった人たち So we add たち to 人 to make it plural So people who had gathered at the expo の交流や So 交流 is like exchange This can particularly use when people are meeting each other and having like a cultural exchange here So万博に集まった人たちの交流や新しい技術が、so this や things like people getting to talk to each other, people that showed up at the expo being able to exchange things with each other, or 新しい技術 new technologies, so 新しい new 技術 technologies が世界の問題 So 世界 is the world, 問題 is problems. So problems, issues in the world. 世界の問題をなくすために So なくす is to get rid of something, or to solve, in this case, get rid of the problems or solve the problems in the world. なくすために and this ために is in order to do this. 役に立ってほしい So 役に立って or 役に立つ is for something to aid or to play a big role to help, right? And then 役に立ってほしい So if you want something else to do something, you will use a te form with 欲しい So this is kind of a crazy sentence. So it kind of takes a little break here. So let's break it down. So the exchange of people who gathered at the expo or new technologies ga, so they want these exchanges and these new technologies to aid 役に立ってほしい so this てほしい means want to and then aid 役に立つ or to be of use, be useful for, and this ために is the for getting rid of the world's problems. So they're hoping that these exchanges of people and ideas and new technologies will assist in getting rid of the problems of the world. To, and then this to is saying that's something that they want. And then 多くの人が願っています. So 多くの人 is many people. が願っています. 願う is to desire or to wish. So and then that is in the teiru form. So many people are wishing that. So this to here is what they are wishing. And that marks everything before the to here. So many people hope that the exchanges between people that gathered at the expo and the new technologies will help in getting rid of the world's problems. That is their desire. That's what they want. So, yeah. And just real quick, I figured I'd show a little bit of a video of what the Oyane Ringu looks like, the grand ring. It kind of is a cool little structure that they designed to show off some more traditional Japanese architecture with like the wooden joineries and things like this. It's like a huge wooden ring around like the whole venue, and looks pretty cool. I wish I could have seen it. I don't think it's going to be there for much longer, unfortunately, but looks pretty cool. So that is it for our article today. Thank you for being here. If you really enjoy these videos, please like and subscribe and hit that bell so that you are notified every day for these daily uploads, so you can keep up your Japanese studies. Feel free to ask any questions about the articles or any random Japanese questions in the comments. I love to help out where I can. And I also do Japanese tutoring, and we also play games in Japanese a couple times a week. So hopefully I will see you again, and I will plan on seeing you tomorrow at the next article. また明日. Okay, so this is the Oyane Ringu, the grand ring at the venue there in Osaka. So this whole thing surrounds the entire venue, I believe, and then you can also walk on it. There's an area for you to walk to go through it. So, kind of cool looking. 行きたかったですね。Kind of shows off some of that more traditional Japanese architecture. Yeah, that is that. So, anyways, thank you for being here for the article, and I will see you later. またね。